Well, it's that time of year again, folks. It is the end of the year. Well, nearly, anyway. It's actually was it the 19th? Yeah, it's the 19th of December as I'm recording this. So we have Christmas first, for those that celebrate it. But yeah, every year I do like an update video just to sort of go over how the channel's done over the course of the year, current plans, future plans, yada yada. One thing to note though, I am doing this on my phone this year. I know I have done that in the past, but I'm sort of sticking with the phone thing for this particular update video, purely because it records better quality footage than my actual webcam does, the one I use for the face cam on the streams. Like, those who saw the shorts when I very briefly experimented with that, the face cam quality is not good. Not at all. Especially when it's blown up. So, yeah, apologies for any audio inconsistencies, especially if the audio is quieter than it normally is, or even if it's louder than it normally is. I'm obviously using the microphones in these. So, I suppose I better get on with the update rather than just ramble. The channel this year, we shall start with that. So, the channel this year has had an interesting year. I've not actually gained as many subscribers as last year. However, watch time and views and general interactions or impressions or whatever YouTube calls them, that's gone up. So it seems that the struggle that the channel is currently having is translating views into subscribers. Which, I mean, understandable, it's me. But yeah, my content is old school. Let's put it that way. It's the sort of content you would watch back in 2013. Even before that. After all, I've been going on YouTube for quite some time, and I, somewhat ironically, despite being a Zinch enthusiast, do not adapt to the times. Change is inevitable? Well, not for me, apparently. I myself have changed more than the actual channel has. So, yeah, the actual the channel itself is fine. It's stagnant, but it's not like it's going to just collapse overnight. And I am a rather stubborn individual when it comes to the channel. So, yeah, it doesn't overly bother me too much as long as I get to keep making content. That's fine by me. It's not like if I suddenly lost all my subscriptions overnight, I would be forced to stop making content. That's not a thing. The only reason you'd have to stop making content is if you were banned from every single video sharing site on the internet. And I'd say that's basically impossible to accomplish. So, right, next thing. So, the actual plan for the channel currently is that pretty much it's just going to stay the way it is for the time being. So, live streams Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. and videos just whenever I actually have the mental capacity to do them, which, as you probably figured, is not very often at the moment. We'll get to that later, assuming I even decide I want to cover that. The current series that I have planned, I don't. Not really. I do have some more DAO content planned, specifically. So I did a while ago a couple of streams covering the Tartarus/Lawn 5 campaign mod. And in the aftermath of that, someone contacted Spinald, or Spinald, I'm not entirely sure of their pronunciation, apologies if I got that wrong. Someone contacted that mod dev and told them of the streams. And they then contacted Keckless, and they've worked together to bring full, proper compatibility for unification. Because when I played it, it was bare bones, and it didn't necessarily fully work properly. But now there is proper compatibility between the Tartarus Lawn 5 campaign, or is it Tartarus Lawn 5 Kronos and Cariver campaign now, I think. Because, he added Kronos and Cariver, aka Dark Crusade and Soulstorm. And going on that tangent, I've already forgotten what part of the sentence I was on. But yeah, there is full compatibility now, so I can get back to that, and hopefully I can sort of show it in its best light. Because, well, I feel it's only fair. At least, obviously, I'm not going to revisit everything, but in this instance, I feel somewhat happy in revisiting it and updating, shall we say, the streams. So, yeah, that's planned at some point. That's not going to be till the new year. That's not something I'm planning to start immediately. Also, there is going to be a new version of Unification. Some of you may have seen the announcements in the Unification Discord's announcements tab, assuming Discord hasn't hidden it from you. And that will re-enable the campaigns, so to speak, because at the moment the campaign mod doesn't work, or the expanded campaign add-on specifically doesn't work for Unification, because obviously it's designed for the Anniversary Edition, not Definitive Edition, and it's designed for an older version of Unification, not the new one. So, you will need to wait for that, and I will also be waiting for it and playing it when it comes out. Now, I don't know who I'm going to be playing it yet. I have already done streams with, I believe, the Tau, the Emperor's Children, the Witch Hunters I have done. I think I've done one more, but I can't remember what. Guard. I think I played the Guard. Was that with base Unification or with the expanded campaign? Well, either way, I have played the Guard a long time ago, back in 5.9. So maybe I could revisit the Guard, or I don't know, play generic Chaos, redo Necrons, because I haven't done Necrons in a long old time. Could do Space Marines. Don't know. Could do Orcs. I did want to do Orcs at one point. But yeah, that's a decision for another time, and it's also not going to be until the new year. I am also thinking whether to do a Dark Crusade playthrough, just like Vanilla DE, just play through the Dark Crusade, like the actual campaign itself. I could also do that via the Caldaris Law 5 Chronos Caravan mod. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see on that one. Now, if I did do it via Vanilla DE, then yeah, it would be vanilla. There would be no unification stuff, and I would miss it. So, in terms of non Dawn of War content, I was in the Dark Forces stream I did either yesterday or whenever, however many days ago it was, whenever I upload this, no idea. I was talking about doing Empire at War again, which I did originally want to do, then decided it would be too hard, but that's not to say that I can't do like a stream on it necessarily. So I may do that. And also Galactic Battlegrounds. Now, Galactic Battlegrounds is basically Age of Empires 2, but Star Wars. And it's kind of entertaining. It is, however, a very old game, so it's going to be incredibly janky when it comes to OBS. I know the Expanded Fronts mod does help fix some of the issues regarding things like resolution. I do not know if there is a way to apply that to vanilla. And, well, I don't know. I'd also have to obviously disable the music, because if I actually have the music enabled, then Disney is going to send a hit squad to my house, and that would be awkward. So at the end of the day, yeah, maybe some more Star Wars in the future. We'll see. Outside of those two franchises, I don't know. I am going to just keep doing whatever I do when I do it. I'm not particularly fussed at this time. It's getting frustrating to me that I keep starting series that I never finish. For example, I still not finished Yu-Gi-Oh! Jewelers of the Roses. Like, I haven't recorded that since the last video was uploaded, which is like 2 to 3 months ago now. Diablo 2, I was just getting frustrated with. So yeah, I have to sort of pick and choose what I play very carefully, because there's no guarantee that I'll actually end up completing a full playthrough. I don't know. So yeah, we will see on that. Now, sorry, just checking my list. So yeah, in terms of the real life update, I still don't have a job. Q2 next year is when I expect to start running out of money and go into what I call an emergency mode. This may result in some changes for the channel, because obviously if I get a job, then, well, my hours will determine when I am able to actually stream. Or I may end up having to switch back to a primarily video-based channel. We will see on that one. Also, I will have to get rid of my current internet, because I'm currently with the most expensive provider in the entirety of the UK. I signed up to it originally because, well, Virgin Media does do some good speeds for all their faults. But yeah, they're very pricey. Like, I'm currently paying about £80 a month for internet, when most providers are around 30, 40. So, if I do have to get rid of Virgin Media, which is a decision I will make in the new year, because I'm now out of contract technically, it's just a month's rolling, I will obviously have to see how the upload speed is on whatever I end up getting. Currently, I'm thinking of just taking a deal with my current mobile provider and getting mobile broadband. It's probably going to be cheaper for me, and probably have better speeds than trying to get a BT line in here, or Open Reach as it is now, because they got split up. So, yeah. If the upload speeds are low, obviously, I'm going to have to just go back to videos. There's no way I'm going to be able to stream. We will see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Yes, this topic. Okay, I'm going to say it now. Things are about to get a little bit downer, but what can you do? So, yeah. In terms of, you may have noticed over the course of the year that the channel has been incredibly inconsistent. The reason for that is mostly because my mental health is fucked. Completely. You don't often see it so much on streams and such, because I've gotten relatively good at masking. Emphasis on relatively, particularly when I'm on stream or on video. If only I could translate that into real life. But yeah, I am having issues IRL. I don't make much of a secret of it. I'm currently on a sort of NHS pipeline for therapy and stuff like that, but the NHS itself is fucked. So yeah, the waiting list is approximately, they said, between 31 to 51 weeks. That is very specific numbers, I know, but I just can't remember if they said 31 or 51. So, yeah, that's definitely caused some problems for the channel, just because some days I just don't feel like streaming. I'm just not mentally capable of it, so I'll just cancel the stream at short notice. Some days I'll be like, I'm supposed to be playing this game today, but I can't be bothered, so I'll just play another one instead. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously there's not really a lot to say on that front. It's just a case of, I know I shouldn't apologise for, having issues, but I shall still apologise for an inconsistent channel, regardless. There's unfortunately not a lot I can do about it, other than continue on trying to get better. And, of course, there is the obvious elephant in the room that is also weighing on my mind, and that, as you may have noticed for those who have been following me for a while, is, well, all the agenda stuff. So that is another spanner in the works, but what can you do? Where was I going with this? Yeah, so basically the channel is going to continue probably being inconsistent for a while, and the way that I do, the way that I approach content creation is going to continue to basically be solely based around what I feel I am capable of doing at any one time. So I'm warning you now. It may end up being that when I do make changes, I'm saying when, not if, yeah, I may very well end up finding out that I am much more consistent if I switch to a video-based approach as opposed to continuing the streams. I don't know. I don't know which direction I want to go. I'm kind of at a bit of a impasse, so to speak. So, yeah, that's all I can really say. Though, to bring a little bit of non-dourness back to the situation, very quickly, because I'm running out of storage space according to my phone, I have a slight schedule change for the Christmas week. Namely, tomorrow there will be no stream, assuming I actually upload this pre-Saturday, because I'm at a Christmas party. Tuesday, it is my father's birthday, so I will not be streaming then. And Thursday, it is Christmas Day, so I will not be streaming then. So, or it's very unlikely that I will be streaming then. Never know, I may get a quick stream in, like, sort of the latter half of the day, but I am not really going to be pushing it because, well, everyone else is going to be busy with their holidays as well. So, it doesn't feel like there's really much point. But, despite having no streams next week at all, there may still be a video or two. For example, I have just brought in Shrouded. I was talking about how I'm running out of money and then I'm buying bloody video games. But it was on sale, so I partially justified at least. And I've not brought one in a while. So I may be doing a video on that, just to kind of like, it'll be effectively a quick look at. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what I feel like recording. And with that, I really need to bring this to a close because I have about 1 minute left of recording space on my phone. So, apologies, this has not been the happy, merry, Christmassy update you may have expected, but it's me, and I never do happy, merry, Christmassy updates. But, yeah. So, I guess all I can say is thank you very much for watching this year, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed the content as such as it was, and I guess until next time, have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever one you want to use, and a Happy New Year. Hopefully it's happy. And until next time, I have been Caldaris. Goodbye.